All right, getting right into it. I think I have given up on obtaining abs by Christmas.
By Christmas, though, that's doable. That's only...
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I just told you that I'm giving up
All right.
on getting abs by Christmas.
You were looking forward to those abs.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Why are you saying that? Because I don't even want to hear. You don't have a good reason.
I heard that you get abs in the kitchen.
Yes.
I can't stay out of the fucking kitchen.
We can't. We're always going back in the fridge, opening that shit up, looking for somewhere. Look, got more brownies coming.
Oh, you do.
Get
Fuck
to that
you
later.
for that.
They're delicious. What am I supposed to do?
And I'd rather be happy. I mean, I can maintain, I think, my body by working out and lifting. I can maintain what I look like now. Mm-hmm. I just won't have abs. Whatever. I'll still have these.
I mean,
bad boys.
You can get the appearance of them.
After a workout, I have the appearance.
Like I still have, a little bit of, fat hanging on my waist, but you can see.
You don't. Come on.
You can clearly.
I'm just trying.
You can see the abs though. You see my 4-pack because
4-pack.
Yeah, because I don't have fat in the midsection really. It's by the waist. So like right here is more tight, so you can see that shit.
Yes. You can kind of see it up top on me, but come down the bottom, that's just where it's like all the excess hangs over.
But I'm not giving up. Every other week I'm like, all right, it's time to eat healthy. It's time
to not drink during the week.
Yeah, well, not that. I can deal with the drinking. It's the sugars. It's the chips and the bad foods. Like drinking is not going to affect me that much because we don't drink heavily every single week. Sorry. It's like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Is that enough? Is that enough to be detrimental to your
health? Heavily, I'd say it's 2 times a week.
Tonight's not heavily though.
You replay that video?
That was a minimal pull. It looked aggressive because I was holding it aggressively, but it was a short pull. And this is all I'm drinking. Just whatever. Don't matter how full it is. But this is the only cup I'm drinking tonight. We're not binging. Once it's gone, it's gone.
I'm a grown ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
Cut the music. Cut the music. We got a great show for you today. NBA free agency is pretty much live right now. We've got the TV in the background, so we'll bring you breaking news as it happens. Even though when you hear this, you'll probably be aware of everything that happened, so it won't really be breaking news for you. But you'll hear our live reactions as it unfolds. Got some. Already a few blockbuster announcements in NBA free agency. We'll touch on that when we get to the NBA.
Blockbuster.
Hey, it's all we got.
Yeah, it is.
There's no summer of Durant, no summer of Curry, no summer of Chris Paul.
Yeah, we got to touch on it for you NBA fans. But I had a pretty good week. We have an interesting week coming up. Well, I'm not just talking to you there, buddy. I went to Jags training camp Thursday, and we went on Saturday. Got Trevor Lawrence's wristband right here. It's part of the show right now. It's
now part of the ambiance.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little later. Not going to wash it. It's not
ever.
It's not too crusty. Feels good. It's finally dry. It took about 7 days. We're working on a new sponsor. We'll talk to you guys about that.
I haven't really been. This has been all you, so I'm actually excited to hear what you have to say because I probably don't know it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're about to say.
It's in progress, but also we're going to AEW on Wednesday.
Wrestling event.
My first wrestling event in person. Never been to one in person. Have you been to one in person?
Yeah, few,
yes.
Handful.
This will be my first one. I don't watch it on TV either, so I'm unaware of all that. So we'll talk about wrestling a little later in the pod and. COVID. There's like 5 variants out here, and we're going to go on lockdown again. Are we? We'll see. Some states are bringing masks back. And
I'm just waiting for the Dunn and Drew variant.
There's so many, man. I'm a little nervous. They might be like, lock this shit up again. But all of that, a lot more to get to. Do we have any shout-outs?
I was going to ask you because I don't have any. I mean, I have plenty of thanks that I want to give. Thank you for – actually, I got one.
We are the kings of the weekend.
Off the dome shout-outs.
Shout out to everyone that has subscribed to our Patreon in the last year. Yesterday or today, we hit 1 year anniversary on our Discord. So everyone that's joined the Patreon and then has gotten into the Discord, shout out to you because it's been a lot of laughs. Discord has been very entertaining this past year.
It has. And that's a perfect segue into our ads. So before we get to Manscaped, let's start with the Patreon.
You don't have any shout outs?
Oh, no, I don't.
Nothing about the pool? We had to talk to a few people at the pool.
I mean, should I shout out homie that subbed on?
He's a new sub.
On the pod?
That's a shout out.
Let me look up his name real quick. We went to the pool on Saturday and we started talking about our podcast. Somebody asked us like, what we do, small talk. You like talk about it and talk about our pod. So there's some people in the pool with us that overheard us, and one of the guys saw us talking about the podcast and playing catch with us. And as he was leaving the pool, he asked us for our YouTube channel. So we gave it to him, and today he commented, "Yo, what's good, y'all? Hey, you got a new fan. I met y'all Saturday at the pool, got the pod info as I was leaving." He said he was kind of salty that we didn't include him in our football tossing at the pool, but it's all right. He had to be a daddy to his son and play with him, but he said, let's grab a cigar and a drink one day.
That's
Do you
a new
smoke
one.
Cigars?
No, but I have in the past, and I would dabble again.
I prefer black and milds. They're disgusting.
I'm not opposed to. I don't think that's what that is. I
No
think,
shit.
Oh, okay.
I was saying what I prefer because cigars are so big and you got to fucking deep throat that thing like this cork, but a little bigger. It's like, not a fan of the, not a fan of the motion. I like.
What are you two? Boys, is smoking cigars gay? Is that what you mean?
Nah, that's not what I mean. It's just I prefer the.
Don't like them up.
I prefer not a.
Yeah. Smoking cigars gay.
But chill. Juan McCain is his name. Shout out to Juan McCain. Shout out to the other guy who was at the pool with us. Forgot his name though, but he was out there. And yes, shout out to all our Patreon subscribers. 1 year anniversary there. We're doing our NFL Fantasy League. We added 2 new members last week. We have a total of 5 now.
Yes. So what we're doing is every week we're doing like a trivia question, a call-in trivia question. People will call from Patreon if you're subscribed, and we'll ask you a trivia question. We'll ask everyone the same one. This past one was. And I won't give you the answer until the end of the pod, if I remember.
Yeah, it's over.
True. Well, no, fuck it. The question was, who was last year in fantasy football PPR leagues? Who was the leading point scorer?
Non-QB
in
PPR.
Who scored the most points? It's been a week since I asked the question, so I'm rusty. Gozy roasting me. Who scored the most points last year in fantasy football fantasy football PPR leagues?
Yes.
Non-quarterback. And the answer was Alvin Kamara. We only had 2 people out of like 15 callers, maybe more, that got it right. So those 2 were automatically entered into the fantasy football league. And away we go to next week.
Yep. 7 spots left. If you want a chance to be in it, go to patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. That happens every Thursday or Friday, depending on when we drop the Patreon episode. Also, our Facebook group is thriving before this season starts. It's my Facebook, my fan page Facebook is primarily Jags fans. So this week during the training camps, I've been going off, posting Jaguar content on there. And I have my Facebook set up so it automatically invites people that recently interact with my page. So if I have a post that does pretty well engagement-wise, it's going to invite all those people to like my page. So it's been doing that. And we now have like 439 members in the Facebook group chat. And I think we started it like a couple weeks ago. So we're not physically going and like inviting every single person on a friends list. I want it to be organic and it'd be inviting people who already are interacting with my page. So that's going well. We post in there as well, memes flowing in there. We also have our 200th episode event in that group chat, August 21st at Randy's Nuts here in Jacksonville. So if you're available August 21st, if you want to fly in, if you're local to Jacksonville, come on over to our 200th episode. It's going to be at Randy's Nuts. You can see more information in that Facebook group chat. Go to facebook.com/groups/Dunn and Drew.
He was sleeping.
I don't know how Kendrick Perkins has a job. He's so boring and a trash analyst, but he's got his moments. But our main sponsor, our title sponsor, Dunn and Drew, brought to you by Manscaped. Attention, listeners across the galaxy.
Yes.
New month, new ad reads.
I love it.
All the way from Australia to Houston. Do you have a pube problem? If so, why are you staring at me like that? Our friends at Manscaped have cleared you for takeoff with their 4th generation and brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Kick your pubes to the next planet with the Performance Package 4.0. The orbits in your pants will feel like you're in zero gravity when you use the best tools for the job from the leaders in male grooming. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get your rocket ready for takeoff by going to manscaped.com for 20% off, free shipping with the code Dunn and Drew. And in the Performance Package 4.0, you get these items as follows: the Lawnmower 4.0.
Check.
The Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer.
Check.
It's like having a little astronaut chop your worst weeds up in the top of your nose and ear. You know, you got all these faceries. What? We have the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant.
Check.
The Crop Reviver Toner.
Check.
The 2 free gifts when you buy this.
Yeah.
You get the Manscaped Performance Boxers and a travel bag to hold your whole solar system.
I'm the best.
So abort hairy balls and Buzz Lightyear with Woody.
I'm the best.
With the Manscaped. Code Dunn and Drew, 20% off, free shipping. Manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped, for making our balls chopped. Hope you guys got all that. Let's get into some sports.
College football specifically. I know if you're listening, you're probably taken aback by that statement, but we're starting with college football because
I love you taking the reins with the sport.
I take the reins with the
I ride you like a horse.
Jesus. St. Old Spice.
Sure.
Because college off season, it's my specialty. You know, the draft, the pro days. And now the SEC putting together their own super team.
Heard about it.
A super team of teams. A 16 team super conference, what they're calling it, with Oklahoma and Texas saying that they want to join the SEC, actually saying that they will be joining the SEC starting in 20. I think this news may have been maybe a week old, but I'm bringing it up because something else also happened. Saying that they're going to join the SEC by 2025 or something. I think they're going to wait out their TV deal with the Big 12.
Because it was like an insane amount of money that they
Which
have
if
to
it's
pay
an
out
to leave
now, yeah.
Okay. So you think the move to do this, and I guess this isn't an opinion, is also obviously a fact why they're doing it, is because of money.
Yeah. I think Texas and Oklahoma are by far the best teams in the Big 12. Iowa State,
or they're the most profitable.
Jinx. Iowa State also is there sometimes. They're currently in the top 10, I believe, but over the long history of this conference, it's been Oklahoma and Texas every year. So, things come to an end. The two colleges are probably like, okay, we're in the playoffs and we compete a lot. Let's move to the SEC. Let's get more TV time. Let's get more competition. Let's get better recruits.
Question, because I'm kind of new to this whole space, college football.
Yeah.
The Big 12 used to have 12. Who were the other two that left? Because this is 10, which would bring it to 8 once they leave. Who were the other two that left?
It's a good trivia question. Because it's been a while.
2 teams left the Big 12.
I know Nebraska left a conference to go to the Big 10.
The Big 12 lost 4 members, between 2010 and 2013. Oh, they were replaced by 2 others. Okay.
Shit was 8 years ago.
So, where's there go? Big 12. It doesn't say who lost. The Big 12 Well, that's annoying. Why wouldn't it say? It just says who they were replaced by.
Missouri.
Oh, Mizzou left.
Yeah, Missouri. That's the first one I found.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. The Colorado, Nebraska, Mizzou, and Texas A&M left. TCU and West Virginia joined. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't change. Well, I guess they couldn't change it to the Big Ten because there's already a Big Ten. Why would they got to stop naming your jinx? If you name your conference after how many teams you have in it, you're jinxed and you're bound to lose. The SEC 's smart. Southeastern Conference. You're not the East isn't going to automatically like one day become the West, so you're fine there.
Yeah. So Oklahoma and Texas go to the SEC. That leaves the Big 12 with who's there now, the mid teams. And then they said like 2 teams would come in there to replace them.
Oh, they said that?
I think so. Unless it would be the Big 8 now. Would it be the Big 8s?
I think they're just going to be called the Big 12 and be at 8.
Big 12 with 8 now.
Which I don't know how you can. I mean, come on. I don't know how you can do that. Big 12. How are you going to be called the Big 12 and you got 8 teams? No, you got to replace. You can't be, 4-4, whatever.
They should replace because they have they have a whole independence conference. I feel like we have too many conferences, but all these conferences have like a committee. They all are. It would be a lot of logistics to move these teams around and make a smaller amount of conferences because every single one of these conferences has a committee and they have sponsors that are tied to certain bowl games and shit like that. So it would be a whole process to move all these teams around. But I think it needs to happen so that more of these conferences can be more competitive.
It kind of makes me uncomfortable that there are Texas teams in Oklahoma in the Southeastern Conference.
Yeah. But it's kind of like NBA. There's a lot of teams in there that aren't even in the West.
AFC South in the football, the Colts.
You're north-ish. I don't know. But
here's my other.
It would be cool to see Oklahoma, Texas play SEC teams all season and instead of like Kansas State and Baylor. I like the competition, but for those schools that are going to lose those 2 powerhouses in the conference, it's going to hurt them smaller schools. They're not going to get the talent that they need to because college is all about recruiting, and players aren't going to want to go play in Kansas or TCU because they can go play in the SEC. So it would be detrimental to the smaller schools for sure.
Here's a tweet from today. Per a reliable source, this is from a verified account. So, I mean, I'm taking.
Must be true.
Yeah. Per a reliable source, Clemson and Florida State have reached out to the SEC about joining the conference.
Jesus.
The SEC is concerned that streaming numbers for Clemson and Florida State don't bring what Oklahoma and Texas do. Notre Dame is the only free agent left that would, quote, add to the pot. I don't see Notre Dame as an SEC. That just doesn't scream SEC to me.
Yeah, no. Do you feel at some point they're going to have to rename these conferences if these colleges that are trying to join them that aren't in the specific geographic area? I know Clemson and Florida State are Southeast, but
I think they should all just join the same group. They should all be under one umbrella and just be called college football. CFB.
CFB.
Don't steal that. That's mine.
CFB, it's already a thing. But that's what makes sports great, like splitting them up and having the rivalries and all that, like the interdivision rivalries and all. So if you add Florida State and Clemson to the SEC, that fucks up the FSU,
Florida, Miami
rivalry and all the other rivalries inside the conference. What are we going to be doing here? I guess it could work down the road. Like we get used to change. Like Snapchat updates every year, we get used to it. So we would eventually get used to it, but at first glance, it's like, damn, you fucking up college tradition with these rivalries and having like some of these college teams play each other on the specific weekend every year. It's a thing. So I don't know, but if some of these SEC teams could be kicked out.
Well, in rivalry week, we could still have teams that agree to play each other every year, like FSU and Florida agree every year to play each other. I think they would make sure that they kept rivalries alive.
Do you think there would be new ones created? Do you think Oklahoma and Vanderbilt would be Oklahoma Vanderbilt new rivalry, buddy? Oh man, I love college football. I just whatever they plan to do within the next 5 years, I hope it's done smoothly, because a lot of these moves that these college teams have made in the past decade have been very smooth. Like the whole transition of the Conference USA to because FAU used to be in the Sun Belt. They moved the entire Sun Belt Conference to Conference USA, and they took a bunch of Conference USA teams and made a whole new conference out of that. So they've done well over the past. So I don't be hating. If Oklahoma, Texas, you want to move to the SEC, that's fine. Just make sure all the other dominoes that got to come into play, make sure everything's done smoothly, because college football does a good job with that. So I'm excited. Anything to get more good college football games, I'm with it.
All right, I checked out of this segment about 5 minutes ago. On to the NFL.
Your bread and butter.
I got a question for you. When is your injury list coming? Because we got people that are starting to fall. Are we saving this for episode 200?
We can.
Yes, I would like to. You need to have a list.
Because the list always arrives before the season starts.
Duh.
Like a week before.
Okay.
Specifically.
Oh, a week before specifically? Every year on Dunn and Drew that's happened?
Well, if you're not going to check me, then I'm going to say yes.
Yes. Well, I'm not checking you. I'll check the tape.
Don't check me. But yeah, injury list is coming. I've seen some injuries happen already. So anybody that's hurt now, obviously, I ain't going to say them because they already hurt.
So it's Carson Wentz not on the list.
Not on the list.
Do you think he would have been on the list if, just hypothetically speaking?
I try not to put people who are hurt every year because it's kind of
too easy.
Yeah.
And he's hurt every year.
He is.
It is kind of insane that he gets hurt in training camp before pads come on. Like, come on, man.
But every year I predict someone tearing up their knee correctly. Every year. Last year was Burrow. Year before that was Garoppolo.
But did you say specifically knee?
Yeah.
You said Burrow knee.
We have the clip.
Pull it up.
We have the clip. We made a reel out of it.
Unless you find you know it, you see it.
I made it. I posted it on Dunn and Drew Instagram.
You said, send it to me because I'm on the Bluetooth. I can pull it up.
Don't catch me capping.
You better not. But you said you called Burrow knee.
Burrow knee.
Wow.
I did.
That's crazy.
If I didn't, call me crazy.
Did you? I just did. Did you call Chase Young the perpetrator?
No. That's way too fucking specific. When was this? Damn, Dirty for 30.
Shout out.
Hey,
shirt. Wearing the shirt. Rest in peace.
I'm scrolling a little too far.
Hey,
I'll let you know when I find it.
So Carson Wentz, broken foot, gonna get surgery. I heard he's out 5 to 12 weeks. Let's hope for a very slow, lengthy recovery. Not that we have any rooting interest.
I saw somebody say, because they said 5 to 12 weeks. Somebody said it's Carson Wentz. He'll be the full 12 weeks.
Must be an Eagles fan.
Poor guy.
Damn, Eagles are pressed right now. Devontae Smith also got hurt.
I saw that shit too.
He's out for, I think I saw 5 weeks.
What did he hurt?
I think he...
Didn't mean to put you
on
the
spot.
Forgot it. I forgot NFL season was over a year ago, so I have to go deep. He got hurt in like October or November, I think. Let's see. Please, I hope I said knee. Dang, Russ McCamey. Was it before or after him?
That was October. Come on, Halloween.
October. When did this motherfucker get hurt? We played the Bengals in.
Just say you're capping.
I'm not. I made a clip.
But you would have made the clip. Oh, yeah, right when he got hurt. So, what was I saying?
You were looking up Devontae Smith's injury.
Oh, I don't know. Knee.
No,
I don't know. It's somewhere in the leg, lower extremity. But anyway, Eagles fans, like, that's a blow. And another blow is they have the possibility of Wentz's, of the trade. Was it no, it wasn't a trade. Was it a trade or was he a free agent? It was a trade.
It was a trade.
there's a possibility that one of the draft pick could be a second or a first, which is kind of crazy. Wentz has to do something, though, for that draft pick to become a first.
I saw some people saying that the pick is fucked. Didn't know what they meant.
What pick? Yeah, their pick.
Yeah.
So, Eagles are in jeopardy. Here's an article. The Eagles are in jeopardy of not getting back a first-round pick from a trade that sent Wentz to Indy. Let's see. Okay, so Wentz's injury status matters to the Eagles because the second-round pick they got as a part of the return for Wentz can turn into a first if one of two things happen. Wentz has to either play 75% of the Colts' offensive snaps. That's in big jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Wentz only plays 70%, but the Colts make the playoffs. Wow. The Eagles are fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked.
That's awful. Oh, my God.
You know damn well he's going to be out at least half the season.
Wow. So in one day, the Eagles lose Devontae Smith for a few weeks, and they lose a draft pick. Well, they don't lose a draft pick, but you know what I mean. That sucks.
Eagles fans say they're not too worried about the pick. Is that cap?
It's cap. Because now, well, Eagles' best case scenario would be Wentz played the whole season and the Colts are garbage.
Which I thought was going to be the case.
Because then you get a first round pick and you get a high draft pick. We also should have rooting interest that Wentz plays, because if the Colts lose a first round draft pick, that's good for us as well as Jags fans.
Well, I was never really worried about Mr. Carson Wentz when they got him. So the fact that he's hurt now just shows me that Colts going to be garbage. They're saying Sam Ehlinger is going to be their starter. That boy from
Oklahoma, Texas.
You got to say the right one first.
That name for some reason rings a bell.
A lot of Minshew to the Colts getting thrown around.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Don't like that one.
I don't want to entertain that because
we know that Gardner's good.
We know Gardner's mid, upper tier mid, and I personally don't want to trade him.
I'm surprised all the Jags fans that were on board with that. Like, we haven't seen Blaine Gabbert beat us when he was with the Cardinals. Who else has done this to us? I think that might be it.
Yeah.
But like we've had our heart broken.
Any player that goes to another team plays well against us when they play us. But come on. You put Gardner Minshew on the Colts on top 3 O-line, great running game.
Good defense.
They're going to kill us. I don't want to see that. And I like Minshew for us. I like him on our team. What?
The issue with that is Gardner's not going to last very long.
Gardner wants to start. Gardner wants to start. But, bench Trevor then. Just kidding. That's a jab. But fuck, man, I don't want to lose Gardner, but like,
this ain't about us. This ain't about us.
I know, but Colts fans are telling us to give him to him, but get your own guy. There's plenty of guys.
Hey, there is one, and he's in Chicago. His name is Nick Foles.
Oh, yeah?
They actually how often do you see a team put up their third string quarterback for a press conference like the Bears did today, Monday? Nick Foles had a press conference today, and he's a third string quarterback. That never happens. They are saying, and Nick Foles, when he was up there, he was basically saying, "Hey Colts, please fucking trade for me. I love Nick Wright and Frank Wright. Sorry,
Nick Wright.
I love.
You know who that is.
I love Frank Wright. Who is Nick Wright? Oh yeah, he's on ESPN.
The NBA commentator. Sucks LeBron.
I love Frank Wright. And remember what we did? He said, remember what I did in the Super Bowl? I'm better player now than I was then. And then he told the reporters, can you imagine that? Like, he's really on his high horse right now. And the Bears were like, please go and talk about how good you are because we want the Colts to trade for you. Yeah. He's only due $4 million this year, which I was surprised. I thought it was more. But the Colts basically had to give up nothing for him. Maybe 6-round pick. Just just to get him off the Bears' hands because the Bears will have no plans for him. And unfortunately for us, I think he would do good on that team.
Yeah, I do.
Because with match paired back with Wright, the coach, and good O-line, I don't know about the receivers.
They've got decent receivers.
T.Y. Hilton's still doing something?
I mean, if Foles can get him the ball, T.Y.'s catching it.
I can't believe T.Y. is still on that team.
Yeah.
Wide receivers that are like mid like that don't last forever on the same team.
Well, he hasn't been mid.
When he was with Andrew Luck, he was nice, but he's been mid since.
Yeah. They also have Pittman, who they'd got in the draft last year. They got Zach Pascal.
Yeah, like I said.
So they've got, well, if you pay attention to fantasy. Oh, shit.
No, it's okay. We're only doing first.
Okay. If you pay attention to fantasy, the Colts receivers aren't bad. But when you have a run game like they do, they got a 3-man backfield. All 3 of their running backs are pretty decent. Put them all together, they're basically Derrick Henry. And you put Nick Foles
or they're furry.
Furry?
What's the dog's name in Harry Potter? Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy.
They're Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy. Yes, the 3-headed monster. So unless Foles breaks his collarbone on the first game of the year with the Colts, I think he'd be pretty decent there. I commented on the NFL's Instagram post today when they said that Wentz was out for 5 to 12 weeks. I said you could put any QB back there and he'd compete with the Colts.
Like Phillip Rivers, who was garbage with the Chargers for the last few years that he was there, got the Colts to the playoffs.
And they should have beat the Bills. It was a pretty close game. Barring a couple, like ref calls, Colts probably would have pulled that one out. And I think their boy Marlon Mack got hurt that year too, and they still almost had a little good run at a bowl with Rivers back there. So
I don't want to be dramatic, but the Colts are fucked. If they don't get Nick Foles, I think they're fucked. Listen to this. They don't know who their quarterback is going to be for the first 4 weeks.
Who's out there?
This week 1, they have the Seahawks. Week 2, the Rams. Week 3, the Titans.
Sheesh.
Week 4, the Dolphins. Week 5, the Ravens. And then you get a little break with the Texans. But, yeah, the Colts.
But it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, if there was ever a time for Andrew Luck to reconsider retirement, it's now. The team is ready for you. Well, I don't know why I'm saying this. He's not watching. If he was watching, I wouldn't be saying this. But the team is ready for you, Andrew. Now's the time to come back. Because you would definitely, if you stayed in shape. I mean, I don't know what he looks like. Where does he go? No one's heard or seen him.
No idea. He's off the face of the earth right now. And I'm sure he wants nothing to do with football right now.
Probably right.
So, Colts, get Foles. He's your only option. Or you better turn Sam Ehlinger into a fucking star in training camp. You got 2 young guys that haven't taken an NFL snap. Jacob Eason, Sam Ehlinger. And I know damn well y'all not trying to go out there week 1 with one of those guys. So
Eason's definitely, I think he's ahead of
Ehlinger, yeah. So Colts Foles looking nice. Should be.
It's probably going to happen. It's the only option.
Yeah. Bears, Dalton, and Fields. Bears really rolling out there with Dalton week 1?
Yes.
That is wild. Packers in 6.
All right, top 100 off the dome. We're doing 5 a pod. Now.
Yo, let me say something about this list, y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared because we have 20 players left. I feel like there's so many players that we're going like not obviously there's offensive linemen that probably should be on this list, defensive players obviously, but I feel like offensive wise, we're going to miss some stars. We're going to look at this list, we're going to finish it and we're going to be like, wow, we forgot blah 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 blah. So, I'm ready. I'm nervous, but let's get this top 20 started.
Is it you?
It's me. Great. We got Laramie Tunsil at 21, so
Instagram said that was too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
Well, they probably did that because he's a Texan. They don't know who he is. It's a good pick. Fuck y'all.
Thank you.
20. Top 20 players in the National Football League. Fuck. No notes.
No notes. Me neither. I know I admitted to cheating last week, but I'm not cheating this week, and I already have a player on my head, on my dome. Sorry, you better not pick him.
I probably won't. There's a lot of players to choose.
What are you googling?
I'm scrolling the list to make sure I don't say anybody else.
Do I have time to get a beer?
Yeah,
I remember looking at the beer earlier, and I was like, ugh. But now I'm kind of lit.
A cup of wine. He said, "Let me get a beer to go with it." 20. Do I go receiver, running back, quarterback? That's literally all that can be left on this list. Quarterback. D-line. D-line. Making me ring a bell. O-line too, right? There's got to be like. You don't know. There's got to be a top 20 O-line out there. O-line.
There is, but we don't know him.
Offensive line guy out there. Oh, man. Why is this got to start off hard?
It's Miller time.
Fletcher Cox.
Don't say Von Miller.
He's already on the list.
Good. Don't you dare write Fletcher Cox.
Give me Myles Garrett.
I'm not pissed.
Good.
You know Cole's going to be pissed, but I'm not pissed.
20th best player in the NFL. That is quite a compliment as a defensive lineman.
19, this one's been on my head since the segment started. Dalvin Cook.
Move
your thing. Move your cursor.
It's on 18.
I know, but it's in my way.
How? This is 19.
Because your named thing. See?
I can still, I'm typing. I might go Nelson Aguilar here at 18, but I'm going to rethink that and choose somebody else.
Bro.
What?
I'll do it after this.
All right. 18. Let me look at team logos. I need help. I got to phone a friend, buddy. Oh,
Oladipo's trending. What happened?
Probably traded to a super powerhouse team.
Who the Spurs get? Did you already talk about that?
No, we're not on NBA yet.
Oh.
I am fucking.
You're
quite stumped. Dalvin Cook better than Nick Chubb?
Did we not do Nick Chubb yet?
We did.
I'm taking Dalvin Cook over Nick Chubb.
That's your fantasy bias. Oh, man. Guys, this is 20. Top 20. We're only doing 5, too.
All right.
Shut up. You know sometimes it takes a while. My pitsy. Give me.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of all the superstars in the NFL, but like 18 is they're not. Boy, you gotta chill on me, dog. You gotta chill on me.
We getting copyrighted for that one?
I hope. Can I fucking? Oh my god!
Say someone, bitch.
I can't
go through the teams.
I'm
what
going
are you thinking?
through the teams.
What team are you looking at right now?
All of them.
What? Give me one. Dolphins. Give me another one.
Chargers.
All right, easy one there. You already did Keenan Allen, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you do the quarterback?
Herbert?
Yes.
We did Herbert already.
You did Herbert.
Seahawks. I'm not taking Russ, 18.
You did Herbert? Deadass?
Herbert's already been picked.
Who's there? We did Bosa?
We did Bosa.
Shit, we might be the opposite of your problem. We might not have enough players.
Did we do Bosa? Oh, no, I don't think we did Nick.
Joey is the one on the Chargers. Come on, I know your Bosas.
Guys, I'm actually drenched in sweat right now from the pressure. From the pressure right now.
This is the worst we've ever been.
Mike Evans.
I think we did Mike Evans.
Let me scroll up real quick. Chris Godwin. Nick Bosa's there. There's no Evans. I doubt he would be
18, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put him there.
Right.
I'm blanking.
My turn.
On 18 top players.
I should have been thinking about my player while you were going.
You had 20 minutes.
Who should I get? Let me look at the logos. I'm looking at Premier. We're looking at Premier Talent.
Premier Talent. Like, no scrubs.
No scrubs. I mean, really, no scrubs should be anywhere on our list. But now we like no scrubs, no scrubs.
We had a couple of free agents in a
yes,
retired guy.
That won't happen when I've got the reins.
He said, "I'm at the helm." The realm, the helm.
Did we do Allen Robinson? I'm not picking.
Yes,
I'm not picking him. Okay.
49. Herbert 64.
Yikes. We have Trevor Lawrence ahead of him by a lot. That's interesting.
50.
Especially after Trevor's 3 picks today.
Well, it's one day. You all right?
Did we do Tyreek Hill?
No, we haven't.
Give me him.
Tyreek Hill, he says. Tyreek Hill, 16.
Although, now that I think of it, he should probably go higher.
Top 10?
Because he's different. Oh, yeah, we only have one more. Oh, shit, we ain't doing 10. Forgot, we only doing 5.
Yeah. 16, guys. Yes, 16. I'm going to need that music. Give me Quentin Nelson.
Why are you looking at me? It's a good pick.
Because I'm smiling. I'm proud of it.
I'm proud
We just talked about that fire Colts O-line, and he's the leader of it.
Good shit. Good shit. All right, we got voicemails to get to, but let's pound out this NBA free agency.
NBA draft happened last week. We didn't watch. Andy recorded my reaction to the Spurs taking a Canadian guy from Alabama.
Oh, shit. We didn't put that anywhere.
Josh Primo.
Send me that so I can put it in the pod.
Okay. Josh Primo.
Oh, shit. Russell Westbrook going to L.A. What's a Spurs fan think about that while you're on the clock? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Spurs on the clock? That's all I heard. Big fuck Russell Westbrook, big. Give a damn about the Lakers. Spurs in 6. Every year.
All right. Pick is in. Who do you think it is?
Who do I think it is? Maybe someone from Europe. Always is. I never watched the NBA draft.
This is why.
There'd be 2 picks. I've had Tim Duncan, Manu, and Parker my entire life.
The pick is in.
It's been in.
Where are they even at? Vegas?
I don't know. I don't care who the Spurs got.
Why can't they do this on TNT? They'd get so much better ratings.
Would it?
No.
Yo, Jalen Rose is talking too much.
Oh, here comes, what's his name?
Silver. Adam Silver.
With the 12th pick in the 2021 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Joshua Primo from Toronto and the University of Alabama.
Hey, it's not from Europe.
It ain't Colin. He look like a woman.
He does.
Joshua Primo. I'm sleeping.
8 points a game.
He becomes a star. Ja! Ja!
Hey, that's good.
We drafted an architect. Go get your money. Spurs drafted him. I have no idea who it is. They also drafted a guy out of Iowa, T. Gozy, You know who he is. Apparently, T. Gozy, one of our loyal listeners, coached the guy that the Spurs took in the second round back in Iowa days. I thought that was the soundboard. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but like a few G League Ignite players were taken, and I didn't even know there was a secondary league of the G League. So NBA's got a lot of leagues out here and shit, but let's get into free agency. We'll just give you the highlights of it because, you know, there's been a shit ton of acquisitions and trades and shit. What was the Oladipo news?
I didn't figure it out. I don't know. I think it's just people talking about the Heat.
Is he on the Heat still? Oh no, he went to the Rockets. Oladipo, yeah, he's on the Heat. Anyway, Lonzo Ball to your Bulls, 4 years, $85 million. Bulls traded away like Garrett Temple, another guy, and a pick for Lonzo Ball, so I think it's a good trade for the Bulls. Don't know what the fuck they're gonna do though. Bulls
Lonzo
haven't been good since Jordan was there.
Levine,
yes, and Markkanen, big three.
I think they traded away Markkanen, didn't they, for this during this trade?
They didn't trade Markkanen for Lonzo. Oh shit. So Bulls got a good trade there. Big booty Kyle Lowry to the Miami Heat.
Big three.
The big three. Bam. Jimmy, Lowry, Oladipo,
Ooh.
Big Four. Heater back. Duncan Robinson.
Oh, my.
The shooter, three-point shooter.
W.
They might have a squad. Is it getting past the Nets?
No.
Healthy Nets? No. But it's fun to talk about. Miami, you should be happy.
That's what August is for.
Kyle Lowry, 3 years, $90 million. He's getting his bag. He's in his $30 million a year bag. Quick maths. Chris Paul.
Yeah, I was wondering if he would take his talents elsewhere to, you know, kind of go ring shopping. But he's sticking with the Suns. He's doing a little extension. I think it was like a player, he declined his option so they could re-sign him for like a different contract. Is this his best place to win a title? Well, considering his options, obviously he's not going to the Nets.
Yeah, he's not going to the Lakers. They just got Westbrook. So I think
this contract brings him until he's 40. But it's the NBA. You could be traded at any moment. So
I think he saw the run they had this past season. He thinks Devin Booker's just going to get better. They've got DeAndre Ayton going to get better. It's a young Sun squad. They're just going to get better the next year. So I think and he's got his coach of Monty Williams. They're boys. I think he found a little home to play out the rest of his career in Phoenix. And if they get a title, they get a title. If they don't, they don't.
All right. If you're watching on YouTube, the camera just changed because we had one of our cameras die. So,
yes, but I was saying Chris Paul is going to finish his career on the Suns. If he gets a ring, he does. If he doesn't,
have the Suns added enough? Have they even added enough to? Because they can't compete with the Nets because they can't even compete with the Bucks. So what are they adding this offseason that'll make them contenders?
I mean, they were in the finals.
Yeah, but
Giannis is just a different animal in it. But nobody can guard Giannis. But like, there's nobody for the Suns to go out and acquire to compete against a body like Giannis or a LeBron James or Anthony Davis. All the talent's on the other teams. So you're going to have to come up with a defensive scheme with your big-ass 7-foot center of Ayton to figure out a way to win. Because Booker is plenty good. I put him up there with
Who?
I was gonna compare him to like the best shooters in the league. He's one of the best shooters in the league. He's got one of the best mid-range in the league. Just surround him with great defensive players, scrappy guys, perimeter guys. I think the Suns will be all right for years to come. But Chris Paul he didn't have a great finals. He had a good finals. He didn't have a great finals. You got to be great to win the NBA finals. Chris Middleton was out here being great against the Suns. So, and they're young. Like I said, remember they were in the bubble. They had just made the cusp of the playoffs the year before, so this was like a little miracle run, almost a little Cinderella run. So give him a few years. Give Chris Paul, if he stays healthy, I think Suns could compete.
All right, next topic, next segment. Voicemails. You guys came hot with the voicemails this evening.
Very hot.
We have quite a few. Let's start right away. Erie, Pennsylvania.
That's
what you
Cole.
got to say?
I know that's Cole.
What's up, Dunn and Drew? It's your boy Cole calling again. I think this is a huge topic. I'm surprised you guys didn't bring it up the last episode.
Roasting us?
Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC.
That's old
and
news.
Other schools might be following suit up until 2025.
Oh,
so
God, I'll
I'm
give
checking
him my
your thoughts
thanks.
later.
Well, Cole, I hope you were pleased to see that we had already touched on this topic. So thank you for it. It's good to hear your voice, though.
And went on a little rant that Andy got tired of, but we did cover it.
All right, this one is Oglesby, Illinois. That's where their phone is registered anyway. Illinois caller.
Hey, what's going on, Eric and Andy? This is Connor Livingston from
Connor.
Illinois. I used to be in
We know.
the group chat. Anyways,
Sounds sad.
what do you guys think about the NBA making the new rule about not being able to jump into players for a foul? I personally like it because I think it's cheap, but I guess it's just kind of smart. And also, Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. What does that mean for us, to you guys? I won't give my opinion. I want to hear what you have to say. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care.
Glad to hear from you, Connor. Love that you're still a listener, loyal listener.
So here's the rule.
Oh, the
this
rule.
actually came down last week. NBA officiating staffs will be trained to identify and properly rule overt non-basketball actions to initiate contact with defenders. So this is the James Harden bullshit.
Trey Young, Luka.
Yeah, Luka does it?
Yeah, he does it.
Such as offensive player launches into defender, abruptly veers off path, kicks leg at abnormal angle, or his off arm hooks defender. That's Harden's fucking specialty. His off arm fucking going up underneath the guy. That's not basketball.
And you know it's not basketball because the USA team is doing this in the Olympics and they're not getting calls for it. FIBA ain't having that shit. So I'm glad that the NBA is changing this shit. Been wanting this shit changed. It's not basketball. It ruins the flow of the game. Fuck the free throws. Fucking dribble, break a guy's ankles, and shoot the ball or drive past them. That's the game. Street ball you see posted on Twitter, and that's ball. This fucking foul shit, it's not the player's fault. It's the NBA's fault because they allow it to happen. But if you change the rule, the game will change. So salute to the NBA.
Breaking news, the Brooklyn Nets just became a Big Two.
Who left?
Wow, that's a joke about.
Oh, he went over my head. It's free agency. You can't be saying. I was like, who the fuck left? I'm like, who scooped up Harden, bitch? Harden to the Suns.
NBA officials did. All right. Okay. Next one. Atlanta, Georgia. Who's this?
Yo, yo, yo. What is up,
Mike's
Dunn and
Macklemore.
Drew squad?
Squad.
So many things to cover in this short phone call, but I was just talking to one of my friends who's been listening to the show for a while. Me and him both been listening. We were talking about the BP episode when that guy BP kept calling in, and y'all just died laughing. One of my favorite episodes. I think it's in the deleted ones at this point, but
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we could get like a clip or anything of y'all just howling when he just kept. I mean, he must have called in like 7 times. Probably one of my favorite episodes ever.
Lost smile.
That was. Yeah.
Seabass has it.
Another thing wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it real quick. That was so good. Like that's one of my top. I think we were
in
at,
your apartment.
Yeah, we're at my townhome.
Yeah. Tomato my bestie. Tomato my bestie.
Oh, we're my my
I
townhome.
said we were in your apartment. Hold on. Townhome. Townhome.
And we were taking calls. I don't know. I guess we're holding the phone up to the microphone or whatever.
Old school days.
And we were both fucking crying because this guy BP, I don't know if he still listens. I haven't seen him hit us up on social anymore, but I can't remember. He said, "What up? It's your boy BP."
Yeah,
and
just calmly.
And that made us just dying laugh. I know there's more to it, but
I know we were blacked.
I know we filmed it too. I thought we filmed
That's
it.
not on the Boogie one.
No. This is pre-Tommy.
Pre-Tommy. Tammy.
PT. This might be somewhere in Snapchat files if I went to Snapchat. Because Snapchat saves. They only save your snaps if you save it, I think.
Yeah.
But damn.
But yeah, that was a great moment of the pod. Very memorable one.
We're gonna ask. I haven't told you, but the voicemails that we'll be taking for our 200th ep is going to be people calling in with their favorite moments, and this is an example of that.
Yeah.
I think this is one of my favorite moments. So let me continue this voicemail.
It's your boy BP.
Hamburguesa. And last thing, main reason I'm calling is I was just looking at.
Hold on.
Why he just say that randomly?
Let me go back. Oh.
Probably one of my favorite episodes ever.
All right, restart.
Another thing, wanted to say hamburguesa.
All right.
And last thing, main reason I'm calling is I was just looking at some season-long NFL props, and I'm seeing Tim Tebow listed at 15.5 receiving yards for the season.
What?
I'm thinking that's probably an easy over. I mean, he plays, get that in one game, get that in one catch. So I'm catching touchdown in training camp. So wanted to hear y'all's opinion on that. See if you guys would probably take the over, but just wanted to hear y'all talk about that. Talk about some BP. Man, love y'all's show. First time, long time, as they say. Y'all kill it. Yeah.
Was that him saying we kill it, Ja? Or was he just saying Ja just because he's shouting out the terminology?
I think he said we kill it, Ja.
Don't roast us.
Take
the over.
Yeah, take the over big time on that Tebow 15.5 yards. That's a joke.
Yeah.
And I think obviously the odds would change if he actually makes a team. But if he makes a team, that's an over.
Mm-hmm.
But the odds right now are probably your best bet.
Yeah.
So, hey, that was a great call. Did he say his name? I don't think he said his name.
Hey guys, this is Jason from Pasadena, Maryland. Now, I've been listening for a while. I started listening when I was a senior in high school. Now I'm a senior in college. So you guys have had a great show.
How long have we been doing
but
this shit?
What I did want to talk to you guys about today was NBA free agents.
What strikes me there is that he actually did college the right way.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go 4 years between senior in high school and senior in college. I went about 8. So I could have done 2 Dunn and Drews.
Hey, straight to university, buddy.
So, just started up. It is 6:32 where I'm at. So the first 2 moves have been, you have Kyle Lowry going to the Raptors and Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. Now,
you mean Heat?
Are any of these moves going
Bulls.
to
Lowry.
have any impact on, really, you have like a monopoly on the East right now. Like, do you guys think any of these moves could perhaps move the needle a little bit? Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Well, Lonzo to the Bulls not moving shit.
Kyle Lowry, though, to the...
Yeah, Lowry to the Heat is interesting.
That's
like I said, they got a big 4, but we got... You guys just saw the Bucks. The Bucks looked phenomenal in the playoffs, and a healthy Nets team would have beat that Bucks team. So I still think Heat would be like a 3-4 seed right now, but every year in the NBA we have teams that are just dominant every year, so it kind of sucks. But I don't think
this past year.
Well, this past year we had different teams, but this is a complete anomaly from the past 2 decades. But Lowry to the Heat's they're not going to the finals. But I like it. I'll watch. But Lonzo to the Bulls, I'm snoozing.
Yeah, the Bulls, they're cursed for a minute. I don't know what's the curse is, but they're cursed.
I predicted them to go to the playoffs last season. That didn't happen. So
Kyle Lowry definitely moved the needle the most out of everything that's happened.
Yeah, Lowry's a top
East.
10 point guard in the NBA.
Hey, what's up, Dad? This is Alex from Ohio. Just calling. I kind of have a game for you guys. I guess Eric will have two options in this bet game. He can either name 5 NHL players throughout the whole league, or he has to name 5 Padres players that's not the name Fernando Tatis. And he has 3 minutes to do so. If he wins, Andrew takes a shot. If he loses, he takes a shot. Kind of simple. Okay. I honestly don't think he'll win, but I mean, whatever. Anything's possible, I guess. But yeah, that's it. I guess I'll hang up and listen. Stay cool. Stay
First
fast.
of all,
I'll be easy now.
Before you do anything, go get the jack.
Well, I know 5 NHL players.
You have to get the jack regardless.
That's what you want?
Do I have a choice?
Just Jameson.
If I wanted Jameson, I would have said get the Jameson.
No need to yell.
Don't backtalk me, boy. Kidding.
That's why we lost BP.
Kidding. You're probably right. Yeah, it was just a joke. Fuck. He laughed, so it's not racist.
And I'm probably capping. I probably don't know shit.
So what do you want to do, NHL or Padres?
Well, I don't know 5 Padres players. I forgot all their names.
You forgot. You never knew.
I knew. I went to the game.
So you know their names?
I knew them when I left the stadium.
Just because you...
But I just forgot. Because I haven't watched any games.
But hey. Don't touch your computer.
I'm looking at the notes. I'm looking at the notes. NHL players. Give me Sidney Crosby.
Is he still active?
You Google for me.
All right.
Sidney Crosby. We're doing 5 NHL players off the dome. Is he active?
Give me a second. Please no. He's looking kind of old in this picture.
He kind of old.
Fuck. 2005 to present. All right, that's 1.
Alex Ovechkin.
2. Oh, that's where you stop? Shh. Oh, sorry.
Kucherov from the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I think you're right, yeah. 3. Yes. Looks like he's day.
Subban, black dude.
Hold on.
Subban. S-U-B-B-A-N.
What team?
I don't know what team he's on now. His name's Subban.
Let me get Google Voice, Google pronunciation. Make sure you say it right. Because if you don't count. Yeah, you're right. He's still in the league.
Fuck. One more. Damn.
Dude, you're going to miss it by 1.
NHL logos. I'll show you my computer, so I ain't cheating.
You allowed to do that?
You didn't say I couldn't look at logos. That's not going to help me with players. I'm just trying to get a little familiar.
You don't know anyone that you're Kraken drafted? You don't know anyone? Are you that fake? That your favorite NHL team just had their first ever draft.
I don't know hockey players, so how am I going to remember? I'm supposed to remember the team players' names already.
Your favorite team had their first ever draft.
They drafted all players that were in the league already, which I haven't named.
Which means
so I don't know them.
Which should make it even easier for you.
I need one more.
That's kind of sad.
Oh, I can't name the Padres players either.
Yes, we know.
Oh, man, there's one guy on the tip of my tongue. What's his fucking name? 3 minutes. I had 3 minutes. Did you time me?
Oh, fuck. I didn't.
Oh, man.
You got 30 seconds.
No, chill. One more NHL player.
You have until this song stops. Oh, shit. 10 hours. Wrong video.
Oh, man. What's his name?
Okay, now you got 30 seconds.
What the fuck is his name? I'm pissed.
6,
I don't want to drink.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19.
Kincaid?
18. What?
Kincaid.
Kin? What's kin?
Kincaid.
All right. If I type in Kincaid.
K-I-N.
K-I-N.
K-A-I-D.
K-A-I-D.
Kincaid.
Nothing coming up. We got Kincaid School.
Nigga, type in Kincaid hockey.
Is that his like first and last
That's
name?
His last name. I forgot his first name.
Do you have
I only said Subin for the other guy. Is
Well,
Kincaid a player?
Yeah. We interviewed him on Dunn and Drew.
I know. I didn't know if he was still in the league. Well, that's not the guy I was thinking of. I was thinking of a guy on the St. Louis Blues previously, but I couldn't remember his name. But I'm looking it up right now. So you guys will know he was a force in the Olympics some years ago. I don't think he's on the Blues anymore, but I'm looking for his name. I think it was Osby. St. Louis Blues. What was his name? Roster 2019. His name is. What's his name? If you guys watch hockey and you know the St. Louis Blues player, he was their best player like a few years ago. I don't remember because I don't know what year he was on the team, but let me know. I'm sure someone out there knows.
All right, let's move on.
Please.
No one cares.
I want them to tell me. They're going to tell me. They always tell me when I fuck up. Take the shot. I can't believe Kincaid's still in the league. Thank God.
Do you know his first name?
Thank God you're good. Keith?
Yes.
Oh, let's go. Sorry, Padres fans. I let you down. Tori.
Next one. Cheers.
He wanted that.
Yo, it's CJC.
CJC.
Popping in. Got a question for each of you. Eric, how do you feel about Lauri Markkanen possibly being traded to the Spurs for DeMar? Andy, do you consider John Cena an A-list celebrity? That's all I got. Y'all better fucking put a Saints player on this list or I'm offing myself. Love you guys. Bye.
There were no Saints players on it.
Not yet. Lauri Markkanen to the Spurs for DeMar DeRozan. I would like that. That's all.
John Cena is, yes, an A-list celebrity because even if you don't watch wrestling, you know who he is just because of the meme. You know who John Cena is. John Cena, we were watching wrestling the other night. John Cena came out, and Eric was watching TV, and he said, wait, isn't that invisible? And I said, I don't know who.
He's like,
I don't see anyone there.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, only I guess he's only invisible to wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say John Cena an A-list celebrity. You got to get them movie credits up though. I can't be seeing him in whatever the fuck he's in. I don't even know.
Probably some comedy shit like
some slapstick.
Yeah.
Love you, CJC.
Steve in Columbus. I got a question for you guys.
I got to get his name in.
Steve.
Boys. Steve in Columbus. I got a question for you guys that's not related about sports, or not related to sports, but more about your personal lives and just all the things you guys have done on the internet. Have you guys really ever sat back and reflected on how cool it will be to look back at all the cool stuff you've done with your vlogs and through all the podcasts? I know you mentioned, Eric, last episode about how you knew what you were doing when you were 22 because you had videos in your apartment or whatever. I just wonder if you guys have thought about how cool that will be. You could show your kids and grandkids exactly what you were doing. Just because everything's been so well documented for you guys. All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
He called me old.
That actually might be an issue because there are some things that we say that we do on our vlogs that we just don't hold back because we want, there's that shock factor that you want to keep people engaged with, like doing stupid shit. So how long will I wait to show, like, how there could be 5 years that go by and I say, hey, we got to make this video unlisted on YouTube because I can't, that ain't me anymore. So
see, I don't care because people change as they grow older. So, and that's the problem that we have today where people get, canceled. Cancel culture, not real, but people get canceled on Twitter for things they did in their past. But people get older, they think differently, they mature, so that's not them anymore. And I don't think that warrants a deletion off the internet. I just think that shit should live on the internet. You're not going to delete an entire era of Vines because it was all stereotypical and we are sensitive about that now, so you delete it. No. Like, all my shit back in the day was like that. And I said the F word a lot in my college vlogs, like playfully
I'll say fuck.
Calling my friends faggot and shit like that.
I'm triggered.
But I'm not homophobic. That's just a word we threw around. Like, I currently throw around the word nigger.
I told Eric on our way back from the pool the other day, this weekend, just randomly, I was like, man, it's cringy how often I said the N-word. Like, just 7 years ago.
Yeah, he showed me a iMessage thread where he said it.
Yeah, I just threw that word around like bruh, like how we say bro and stuff. Like, just a word that we all use, and it wasn't an issue back then. But I get the issue now, just like people get the issue with saying the F word. But like, back in the day when white people like me would say the N word, did you have an issue with it?
I never had an issue with it.
Right.
But, a lot of people do. A lot of black people do. I just never was one of those.
But were people even vocal about it back then? I think once people started realizing it was okay to say that they're not cool with that, I think then everyone's like, yeah, actually that makes sense. It's not cool for people to say the N-word.
Yeah, there's been a little cultural change the past. How long has it been? We'll say
8 years.
8 years, almost a decade.
Oh, I thought you almost.
I almost said 8 years. I want to give it a decade. Been a complete shift. Like, I don't even, people on my TikTok comments, I probably said this before. They want me to make the stuff that I made on Vine, but I don't do that stuff anymore. Like, you're not going to catch me walking around the apartment complex yelling at things in Ebonics. I'm not doing that in 2021. I look back on that. I'm like, I was making fun of how black people talk,
Oh.
But Steve, to answer your question, I do still look back at like the daily vlogs I did at FAU College campus because it's cool to like reminisce and see that, because our memories do fade as we get older. So it's cool to like look back at the videos that I've made and be like, oh shit, I don't remember this moment, but I remember this moment now that I've seen it, which is the reason I really like vlogging and especially sporting events.
This is going to be crazy to look back at because we have been documenting our thoughts on a weekly basis for 200 episodes. And for video-wise, we've been doing it for the past year and change.
And some change.
So in 20 years, if China doesn't go to war with us, in 20 years, if we're still around, it'll be crazy. We can go week by week to see, and we'll see both of us how we look, and we're gonna look completely different.
And it's already been crazy seeing the change from when we first moved in here to now, because like we had a little mic in the middle here. I had wild hair, and that's only been like a couple months. And compare that with like our in-person podcast at his old townhouse in 2017 when Jackson was the playoff. Like, just the 4 years we've done the podcast has been pretty crazy, but there's still so much growth left that we're going to be looking back and be like, damn, remember this moment? So we just have to wait for that to age. But going back to college, it's been crazy looking back, but culture has definitely changed a lot.
What's up, Eric and Andy? This is Mitchell calling from outside of Philadelphia. I got two things to say for tonight's episode. Number one, my Super Bowl prediction, I think the LA Rams are going to win it all this year. I know you guys have said a lot that you're tired of everyone being biased for their own teams. I'm a Steelers fan. I have no affiliation with the Rams whatsoever. I just think they're going to win it all this year. I really like their defense. And ultimately, I think Matthew Stafford is a very big upgrade over Jared Goff. So the Rams are my pick to win it all this year. And my other question, is it's a hypothetical scenario. You get $1 million, but you have to vanish for 100 days, and no one knows you're gone.
Oh,
think about it.
Wait.
Can't tell anyone you're gone. Your parents, your family, your friends, they're worried about you. They're looking for you. I don't know. It's $1 million. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good night. Have a good episode, boys.
That's tough. That's tough because
90 days,
100. He said.
I know. I'm thinking in terms of months, 30 days a month. So like 3 months and some change.
Man, so you're gonna be all over the news. Your family's going to be like handing out flyers, and you're gonna come back after 100 days saying, "Hey, we have $1 million. Do you forgive me?" Do you think your family would forgive you?
My sister would. My mom wouldn't. My dad will be like, "What? Okay." Dad will be like, "Okay, that's weird. Pay off my mortgage." So what do you do in that 3 months? Are you just...
that's irrelevant.
Okay. Thinking too hard about it?
Yes. You're just gone somewhere 3 months. When you get back, you get $1 million. But during that 3 months, no one knows that this was a setup. They just thought you disappeared. I would probably be on the number one, suspect list.
Oh, it would be cool
John A.
It would be cool to read social media, see what people say about me after I'm gone.
Yeah, you can't tweet, you can't like anything.
I know.
That'd be funny if you could like things though. So, where is he?
Where's this motherfucker? $1 million to disappear for 3 months? Is money that important to me? Not really.
I couldn't put my mom through it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna ask her that.
There's not. If you raised the price, maybe, but I feel like $1 million is not moving the needle for me.
I'm actually calling my mom right now. I've never had my mom on the podcast. Hey, can you hear me? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Everything is okay. I'm just calling you from the podcast because I have an interesting question.
Oh boy.
So you are on the podcast, and I've never done this to you, so. Just want to give you a warning.
Thanks a lot, Andrew.
The question that was proposed to us from one of our listeners was, if you disappear for 3 months and no one knows that it was like planned, your family doesn't know where you went, but when you come back after 3 months, you have $1 million. If I did that, you thought, who knows what you thought happened to me? But I came back with $1 million. Would you want me to take that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I said
to
no.
not know that you were where you were for 3 months, something you just disappeared, and did you come home? No,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, don't worry. I said no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, money.
We're on the same page. That's good.
But I would expect you to give me $1 million. Yeah. Just because I
I'll
turned
give
that
you
down.
something. It probably won't be $1 million, but I'll give you something.
A fridge.
A fridge.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye bye.
I made the right choice.
My mom would be like, "Oh, come with that bullshit." I'm dead. No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I didn't think that my mom would be okay with that either. So she wouldn't forgive me. So
yeah.
Well, she would forgive me, but
your mom didn't even hesitate. She said, "Nope, not happening."
What's $1 million? You want to call your mom?
No.
Okay. All right, next call. I don't remember. Oh, Rams. I can see
Super
that
Bowl?
happening. Even though on a previous podcast I said I can see them like spiraling down. I actually changed my mind. I think they'll be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
Stafford is a great upgrade.
Great upgrade. The Rams will be nice.
Yeah.
I changed that. They might be my Super Bowl pick.
We'll get there when we get there with our Super Bowl picks.
What's up, Dad? This is Alex from Ohio. Just calling. I kind of have a game for you guys.
Did we
I
already?
guess
Yeah, we
Eric will have.
We just did this, right?
Yeah.
Dunn and Drew, what's up, fellas? Benji Collecta from none other than the Columbus, Ohio.
Who?
A few episodes ago,
Columbus.
we were talking about how if there were people that have never drank before or how people don't drink. I've actually never drank in my life, and I'm a little salty still about T. Gozy. When y'all were doing Zoom interviews to see who joined, he said, you all in the group said I look like somebody who could shotgun a beer. But since I don't drink, I didn't get an interview because I wasn't shotgun a beer. But, hey, still loyal, still supporting. Appreciate what you all are doing. Definitely enjoy the content, and it keeps me going through work. I work at a hospital up here. Me and Dunn were going to lift whenever he was up here the last time, but it fell through. But we're going to make it happen next time. Stay swole, fellas.
Do you remember this?
Yes, but I didn't catch his name. You said it. I remember the dude.
Dunn and Drew, what's up, fellas? Benji Collecta.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Benji. He's like
Okay.
European.
Cool.
But I remember that. We were talking about lifting, but he had to do something. But next time, because I'll be in Columbus, Benji. Hopefully his name. Run it back. So say Benji.
Benji, something like that. Is this a Mumblebee?
Mumblebee. Sorry you didn't get that interview because you don't drink.
What was that? What is he talking about? Do you know what he's talking about? T-Gozy?
Were you on the Zoom call when we were interviewing people to get in the chat?
Oh, I wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't get in the chat because he doesn't drink?
I don't remember this, but I guess.
Bro, our second chat is full of alcoholics.
Drinkers,
yes. There's at least 2 people that are drinking every day in that chat.
Bro.
It's different. It makes you feel better about being an alcoholic. What?
Better?
Yeah, it makes you feel better. There are other people like you.
I don't know, man. I got a Casey. You sent that Monday beer today. I was like, man.
Right? I can't believe
Monday. He said Monday fun day. But I can't talk. We got a bottle of Jack. Right? He had a beer. We got Jack.
I've gone through wine, beer, and Jack tonight.
Yeah.
Given that this morning when I was at work, I was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking today."
You say that at work?
I was like, "I'm not drinking today."
You know the day.
Wine, beer, Jack.
Living in this apartment, energy can flip like that. He said, "Come out, play music."
I told Eric he was in his room, and I was like just out here alone, and I don't know what he's doing in his room. I said, "Get out here! Like I'm not feeling this vibe. I need something to get me pumped for the episode." And he comes up, blasts Future,
and chugs
Jack Daniels, and screams, and I'm like, "Whoa, that's too much vibe."
Well, you ask it, I bring it.
He did.
I was on FaceTime though, but I came out and brought the heat.
Westchester, PA is the next call. Can you guess who that is?
He's not there no more, but that's still his number.
What up, boys? It's Joey from Philadelphia.
Colin's friend.
I have a couple
coworker
Eagles takes. Not that you care, but here we go.
He knows
us. Devontae Smith got hurt today.
Yes.
He's going to be out, I think, a couple weeks.
Talked on it.
It just shows that the Eagles training staff is just horrible.
That's
always has been.
That's a possibility.
Injury, bad luck continues. I predict the Eagles get no more than 6 wins, if even that. So that's very depressing. Speaking of NFL, if I'm not in that fantasy football league, I'm unsubscribing. Just kidding. But to top it off, I have a would you rather. Would you rather go a year with no eyelashes or go a year with no eyebrows? Thanks for taking my voicemail. See you.
Eyelashes.
Yeah, it's easier to tell that someone has no eyebrows than no eyelashes.
Yeah.
Plus, I wear glasses. There could be glare. But what do eyelashes really protect? I guess I'd find out what eyelashes protect me. But I think what eyelashes protect me from, my glasses would take the place of that. We've had Ultimate Frisbee on the TV back there, and I am just in shock with how good these people are. Like, not only do they play the Frisbee in the air, but they throw it so that at some point it lands on the ground and it rolls where they want it to go. See that?
Yeah.
All of them have done that same thing to where they throw it. It eventually hits the ground and rolls.
Holy shit. That thing was...
It's still rolling.
How do they...
It rolls like a fucking golf ball. So they're saying, oh, fuck the air. I'm going to throw this Frisbee so it eventually rolls on its side and rolls toward the cup.
There are some crazy ass sports that come on TV sometimes, and I'm like, well, this is actually interesting.
Is this Olympics?
No. See on ESPN. Bing.
My mom just said, P.S. I would be in the psych ward and heavily medicated by the time you got back, so I would not be able to enjoy the $1 million. LOL.
Eyelashes are a first line of defense, keeping airborne dirt, dust, lint, and other debris from
you're reading
the delicate eye. You thought I was just off the dome?
I thought it was off the dome.
It keeps stuff from our delicate eye tissues. You think that really, them little eyelashes block that shit?
They do some big stuff. But what are the eyebrows?
Well, dust is small.
Does eyebrows just protect us from sweat?
No, because sweat still gets in my eye. I think it drips from my eyebrow into my eye.
So what's the point of an eyebrow? Shave my eyebrow.
I don't want to look like Charlie Villanueva.
What do eyebrows even do?
Keep our eyes clear of liquid such as sweat or rain.
There you go. Rain.
I still sweat in my eye, so my eyebrows are useless. But I don't want to shave them because I'll look like a fucking idiot. So I'll take eyelashes away, only because I have glasses. If I didn't have glasses, I would have dust in my eye and I would have allergies bad when February and March come around. So that's the would you rather for me.
Next. This is from the same number. He must have a addendum.
What's up? It's Joey from Philly again. I forgot one take that I had to say. Trevor Lawrence take. Being a Clemson student, I think very highly of Trevor Lawrence, and I think he's going to have a great rookie year. And I see a bunch of analysts and like fantasy football experts just saying how Trevor's just not going to accelerate this Jags offense. And I completely disagree. And I just think it's ridiculous how he's getting shunned like this. He's an elite college quarterback. He played at the highest levels and performed great. Won a national championship against Nick Saban as a freshman, only, I think, 19 years old, won a national championship. Not to mention his
he was 18.
friend and best teammate, Travis Etienne, next to him in the backfield. With that connection, with the Urban Meyer as a coach, why can't Trevor Lawrence have one of the best rookie seasons ever? I mean, I don't see why not, and I don't think he's just like any other rookie.
Was that?
No idea.
Someone dying? Yeah, I'm totally with you. Like, I keep asking every Jags fan, like, who would you take in fantasy first? Marvin Jones, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, and then that's not even counting James Robinson and Travis Etienne. Like, there are a lot of weapons for him on this offense. It's up to him. I mean, we don't have a tight end, Tebow, but we don't have the Travis Kelce, Kittle, Raiders bro.
And look, we're not the type of Jags fans to sit here and tell you we're going to the Super Bowl year one. We haven't said that yet. We're saying we can do that while Urban and Trevor are on this team. But the first year we have Trevor, we know we're going to have growing pains. We know there's going to be some bad moments. Justin Herbert had a fantastic rookie season, but he had, his fallbacks with his coach and other shit with the Chargers that went wrong, so he wasn't able to be as successful as he could have been. It's going to happen with the Jags. Trevor Lawrence is great, but we don't have the best team around him, but he's going to...
I think we have a good offense around him, and that's what it matters in fantasy, which is what you're talking about.
That's what he asked, fantasy?
Yeah.
I zoned out a little bit during his call. I just heard Trevor Lawrence.
We're going to have a very Jag-specific show. Episode 200, you'll hear a lot about, and you'll also hear us on a podcast later in the week. But Jag specific will be Jags will be a hot topic episode 200. So you'll hear our Jags predictions for that. And I'm very high on this offense and Trevor Lawrence. Like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy this year.
I'm high on Marvin Jones, Laviska, Etienne, and James Robinson.
Yeah, for some reason DJ Chark not hitting me.
Not hit me yet either because I went to 2 training camps and he's not looking his way. But
he's not.
It could be a little sleeper. But that's the Jags.
Hello,
insight.
Dunn and Drew. I was just calling. I'd like to hear your detailed analysis on the upcoming season of English Premier League soccer. I'm joking. I actually am a Steelers fan. I don't know if I said my name. I'm Keaton from Dayton, Ohio. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I want to get your prediction for how the AFC North is going to finish. Who do you think is going to be first, second, third, and fourth in the AFC North next season, and why will the Steelers win it?
You asked us on Twitter.
I did, and I'm actually pulling up that poll.
Why did you choose those two divisions?
I'm doing them all. Oh. Give me time. Yeah, I actually ran that poll on Twitter. Going to pull that up. But if you were to ask me, what about you, Eric?
I'm going to go Browns 1.
What the fuck?
Yep, Browns 1.
No, I agree.
Oh. Steelers 2. Ravens 3.
Steelers 2?
Bengals 4.
Are you kidding me?
No. I said it pretty confidently. Steelers 2.
My Twitter ain't loading. Your Twitter working?
I'm not on it. Where do you have Steelers? Third? Last?
I have Steelers last.
You got Bengals ahead of them.
I'm capping. Steelers third. I still have Bengals finishing last in the division until they gotta prove it, bruh. Give me 1 Ravens, 2 Browns, 3 Browns. They're loaded though, so that's hard.
Yeah,
I just feel like regular season Lamar is so hard to defend. Postseason, forget about it. You're chilling. But regular season Lamar is so hard that team is. The pass rush might be an issue. Fuck, the Browns have a good pass rush.
Browns are winning that division.
Yeah, that's just so weird to say though. The Browns will win the AFC North.
It is, but they're out here. They're ready. They ready. Baker Mayfield proved it last season.
So here's the poll results. Browns first, Ravens second, Steelers third, Bengals dead last, like by a large margin. Breaking news. Since we've been on the podcast, big, awesome news for my Chicago Bulls. Free agent guard from...
oh my God! Can you get it out?
Hold on. Let me look where it is from.
This dumbass is what's the word?
What?
Suspense. Oh, why is it expense?
From Texas A&M University and Consolidated High School. At guard. Don't know his number yet. He signed a 4-year, $37 million deal with the Chicago Bulls. Free agent Alex Caruso to the Chicago Bulls. Woo! Say something.
Next.
Boy, we bring that star power to Chicago.
Oh.
What? What? Don't scare me. What?
The Bulls are working on a sign and trade to acquire Oladipo.
You had me so hype.
Just like you had me. Like I said, Alex Caruso.
Although Oladipo was, he's a fucking stud. Like when he was playing for the Thunder, right?
Yeah, Oladipo is good.
What happened?
Nothing happened. He's still good. You think? I think. Oh, well, let's backtrack here. Alex Caruso might be the next Kirk Heinrich. I'm tweeting that.
I think Kirk Heinrich was there his whole career.
Yeah. I'm sleep though.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Bryce from Sandusky, Ohio. I first just wanted to say thank you guys so much for allowing me to become one of your guys' sponsored athletes.
Aww.
It honestly means so much, and I'm super excited to not only get to rep some gear, but to spread the name out there while I'm at practice and at the meets and everything. So again, thank you guys so much for that opportunity. And I do have a question. If you guys had the ability to pick one Jags player all time and put them on today's Jags roster, who would you pick? Because, like, for me, with being a Ravens fan,
Ray Lewis.
Oh, fuck. I fucked this up. God damn it. Don't play this.
Don't play this.
I'm sorry. I don't screen these calls. I'm fucking dead.
Don't play this. Hang on.
Damn, did we listen to that? Oh.
All right, this is still Bryce from Sandusky, Ohio. This is take number 2. I got a little nervous, stumbled over my words, completely lost train of thought. So we're going to try this again. Where I was going with that question was, with me being a Ravens fan, I don't know a lot of all-time Jags players. The first one that comes to my mind is Maurice Jones-Drew.
Jinx.
So with the question being, who of the all-time Jags would you pick to bring back and fit into today's roster? I myself would pick Maurice Jones-Drew, but that's just because he's the first Jags player that comes to mind. And so I was just kind of curious what your guys' opinions would be since you've been following the team a little longer. So sorry for the first mess up. Hopefully this take number 2 went a little bit better. So peace out. Keep doing the great work. I'll be listening along.
Thank you for the call. Sorry for playing your first voicemail. Do you have an immediate answer?
So Jags don't have a very extensive list of all-timers, but
still a young franchise.
Yeah. But off the top of my dome, I'm taking someone on the defense because our offense right now, I'm content with. So give me Rasheed Mathis. You don't have to agree with me. We're picking our own players.
Okay. Wow.
You're going to choose one of 3 players.
If I were to pick an all-time player
on the very young Jacksonville Jaguars franchise.
This is tough. So because Bryce, he's saying he's a Ravens fan, so he doesn't know too much about the Jags. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts out loud, so you just maybe get a little understanding of the team. I'm thinking, because we haven't had like an all-timer on defense, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, I would consider him, which is crazy because like we just lost him and he's still in the league, which is just goes to show how like young our franchise is. We've had some good defensive backs come and go, some like a good linebacker or two, but nothing that would trump others. We've had some great interior linemen. Calais Campbell would be great on this team. John Henderson, I don't know if you know him, but look him up. He's a big motherfucker. You've all seen the video of John Henderson getting slapped pregame. You've seen that video of the pregame ritual where the Jags players getting slapped in the face to get hyped for the game. That's John Henderson. He's a big motherfucker. He played defensive tackle and he would take up like 3 gaps. But like
pick a player.
No, I'm telling them my thoughts so they like get an idea of the Jags.
I'm waiting for you to pick a player.
Go fucking to the bathroom if you're
a player.
Impatient. So
it's like off the dome.
You go to the offense, and that's just where I'm going to have to go because there just isn't enough. The defensive players just aren't good enough for me to bypass what we've had on offense in the history. So I'm thinking Jimmy Smith, Fred Taylor, or Tony Baselli. Tony Baselli, an offensive lineman.
Like I said,
Tony
players.
Tony Baselli could sure up Trevor Lawrence's blindside for years to come. So, but Jimmy Smith would give us that number 1 wide receiver option that we don't have. But we do have some wide receivers though. And do we need a running back this season? Give me Tony Baselli.
Baselli.
That's boring, but give me an offensive lineman. He's Hall of Famer. He'll be in eventually. But yeah, give me Tony Baselli. And I know Bryce appreciated my breakdown.
I'm sure he did.
Hey, this is Alvin calling in from Dallas, Texas. I'm probably the one black listener to the podcast.
Christ. We have more.
Shit. All right. So I guess I was gonna ask y'all a question, but fuck, I can't think of shit. So I have a take. It's a take y'all not gonna like. Fucking Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl before the Jaguars do. We've already been to the playoffs every time since Lamar's been in the fucking league, and we've only been getting further. So I'm just saying, we're going to the Super Bowl for y'all niggas. Look out.
His hot take is that the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl before the Jaguars. Duh. Nah, like, okay, so here's a hot take back at you. Lamar Jackson is never taking, unless the AFC has a big down year, like if Mahomes gets hurt and Josh Allen ain't in the league, like, it's gonna take a few things to happen for Lamar Jackson to take the Ravens to the Super Bowl. I just don't see it. So I can see the Jaguars going to the Super Bowl for the Ravens. The Ravens, yeah, you'll be in the playoffs every year, but will Lamar Jackson be able to throw against these playoff defenses? Count me out.
I think we said duh because you guys been in the playoffs every fucking year. But a Super Bowl might be more distant than you think, fair boy. But I can't say shit about the Jags. Hello?
That was our call from Crockett, Texas. Who was that, Hunter?
Probably. That was his voicemail?
Yes.
He said, he messaged us on community, said, please play my voicemail. Thank you, Hunter.
That was it.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello, this is John Michael.
Why you email?
Calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Speak up.
Isn't it wild that after I called last week saying that there's not going to be any big wrestling news, there just seems to be wrestling news piling over and over again?
Yes.
Andy. Wyatt released, and then now Ric Flair. I just don't know what to make of it, honestly. Sheesh. I mean, I know we had Trevor Lawrence's first bad pro day today, or pro day practice.
Why you nervous?
Sorry, I'm just looking up. But I know there's no reason to panic, but I really got nothing to say. I just really want to relax and call in. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
He sounds high.
High as fuck. Woke up, smoked, said, let me call the number. Talk about wrestling again.
Yeah, the reason we're going to AEW Wednesday is because I've kind of got a little wrestling fire lit under my wrestling fandom within the past couple weeks. Because John Michael's right. It's funny that he goes by John Michael because Shawn Michaels. Let me know, John Michael.
That's a porn star.
Do you go by John Michael because of Shawn Michaels and it kind of sounds the same? Let me know. Ever since he called and said that wrestling news has been slow, it has been like WWE released Bray Wyatt, which is crazy, right?
Saw that, yeah.
That's insane.
It's wild.
He's a superstar. Like he's one of the people that they've grown him from nothing, and well, not nothing, but you know, he's one of their own, and now he's probably going to go to AEW. But the main reason why why that fire has been lit under me, my wrestling fandom, is because CM Punk has signed with AEW, reportedly.
Everyone's coming to AEW.
Yeah.
We might be going at the perfect time.
Yeah. The reason why I want to go is because I want to prove to everyone that I am an AEW fan before everyone hops on board for the CM Punk train, because CM Punk coming back, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be so crazy. WWE got some competition. I just turned on Raw women's match. Just kidding.
You think that competition eventually turns into AEW taking them over?
Nah. WWE is a freaking machine. Maybe for some reason, I feel like maybe they could get better. I don't know. I don't know if they could get better ratings than them. The WWE is just fucking global. They've got such a historic. It's like the Packers and the Jaguars, or the Patriots and the Jaguars. Like you can see eventually maybe we'll win a few titles in the near future, but
comparing AEW to Jaguars, kind of
the historical footprint that WWE has just will keep them relevant and the top dog for a long time. Rants, raves, and reviews. We're done with voicemails.
I'll start with reviews since we're on the AEW topic. Since we are going to AEW on Wednesday, is there anything I need to know beforehand?
Oh.
Do I need to like research anything? Do I need
You
to
should
know any?
listen to Chris Jericho's entrance music because he will have a match, and the best part, or one of my favorite parts of every AEW event is when Chris Jericho comes out. Chris Jericho is like he's been in this business for 20 plus years. He started at WCW, went to WWE, and he traveled all around the world. He did other things.
Is he the glass breaking?
He was in that match. He was in the match where they were like throwing each other through glass, breaking light fixtures on top of each other. Yeah, last week you're talking about?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Unless you mean the glass breaking theme song, which is Stone Cold.
I did.
Okay,
I didn't want you to go there.
That's Stone Cold.
Close enough. Stone Cold Chris Jericho.
So this is the one thing you need to know. This is Chris Jericho's entrance music. No, that ain't it.
That wasn't it.
That
was an ad.
Yeah, it was an ad. Chris Jericho's entrance music. It's sung by like everyone in the arena sings along to the theme song. So I know bits and pieces, but I want to know the whole thing just in case the camera cuts to us. Do we have good seats?
I don't know where the seats are.
Just in case the camera cuts to us and like I want to be singing along to the song. So let me Jericho.
How long is it? It's like Star Spangled Banner long, or It's a Bit Spider long?
They seem like about the same.
It's a Bit Spider went up the water spout. No, they're not the same.
Spout the spider spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again for busy. And then what do you think? Pledge Allegiance a little longer?
I said Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to my business. Star Spangled Banner like 2 minutes.
Here you go. Oh shit, this might be a special entrance. Okay, here we go. That's too hard to hear. Let's do this one.
I'll just have to look up the lyrics.
Do this one. Yeah, look up the lyrics. So type in Fozzy Judas, Judas, and sing along to this. I think that'd be great content.
This is long as fuck.
It ain't that one.
When you think about Bischoff and TNT and
This long ass entrance.
Ready?
Are beautiful on the inside.
Double or nothing, they certainly
You are innocent personified, and I will drag you out and sell you out. Run away.
they can survive double or nothing.
I am cold like December snow.
I have carved out this soul made of stone, and I will drag you down and sell you out. Embraced by the darkness, I'm losing the light. Encircled by demons, I fight. What have I become now that I've betrayed? Everyone I've ever loved, I've pushed them all away. And I have enslaved to the Judas in my mind. Is there something left for me to save in the wreckage of my life? My life, I become it. I become it. Judas in my mind. I become it. Ready, Rich? This is when the audience takes over.
There's more though.
Nah, this is the theme song.
That's the extended?
Yeah, this is the extended. Yeah, this is the shortened version.
Judas in my mind. So I'll come in at that part.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna learn this
You're
shit
just
in
gonna
2
say
days.
Judas in my mind.
Yeah. with my Miller Lite.
Your $12 Miller Lite.
I almost said $12.
Oh, well, kiss me.
Should have kissed. I'm a suck this mic.
Fuck.
Okay.
Rants, raves, reviews.
This is still reviews. Review of training camp. Trevor Lawrence smells good. He's got that clean. He's got that clean, cute boy scent. Boy, I don't even know how to describe it. It's refreshing. It was sweaty, but it wasn't disgusting. Like when I sweat, I smell disgusting.
His wristband is talking
Trevor,
about.
this shit smell like he just came out the shower.
Yeah, my headbands when I wear it, smelly.
Yeah. And this was my first training camp ever, and getting your franchise quarterback's wristband when your first training camp ever, I think that's a pretty good
That's a dub.
deal. If you want to see the skit we made with this wristband, go to our YouTube channel. It's under uploads.
It's under uploads or Not a Jags podcast.
Yeah, Not a Jags podcast. But yeah, training camp was fun. Looking forward to our first preseason game in 2 Saturdays.
You are beautiful on the inside. Damn,
Judas on, is it Judas in my, Judas on,
Judas
in my, Judas in my mind. I'm gonna be like, imagine we're close. I'm gonna sing to him.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to hear that in real life.
I'm gonna selfie video that shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna follow the crowd. I'm gonna tag Tony Khan. That's it for reviews.
He used to follow me because I interviewed him once.
So the people giving us these AEW tickets, they said like tag him in our content because he like loves AEW. It's his baby apparently. So I'm gonna do that and see if I get in a wrestling match one day.
Well, you Pat McAfee.
Raves. I got one rave. At the beginning of this episode, we talked about us eating brownies and not being able to stay out of our fridge. We ordered 2 more, but I also got a custom one coming. Let me read you the ingredients of this custom brownie, gourmet brownie I made. Custom blondie brownie. It's a banana bread blondie base with banana pudding, chessmen butter cookies, golden Oreos, white chocolate chips, blueberry compote, topped with a buttercream with a blueberry shortcake crumble, frosted animal crackers, and a blueberry cake donut. I think that will have me nutting until I can't nut anymore. But I don't think I purchased it, so I might have to put in another order. But that's the custom I'm making. That's westcoastconfections.com if you guys want to check out the desserts they have. They do 2 different brownies every month. So we got new ones coming in about 2 weeks. You got any raves?
The baby was canceled. I know I'm anti-cancel culture, but he made some fucked up comments.
Yeah, I saw him.
He apologized though, and I actually didn't see this. 8 hours ago, he posted this. So let me.
He definitely didn't write that.
Yes, his team wrote this. But so during his performance at Rolling Loud in Miami late last month, DaBaby, whose real name is Jonathan Kirk, he talked about HIV. He said he asked the audience to put their cell phone flashlights in the air if they, quote, didn't show up today with HIV or AIDS, which is a weird thing to say. If they didn't show up today with HIV or AIDS or any of them deadly sexually transmitted disease that will make you die in 2 to 3 weeks. What a weird thing to say when you're asking everyone to put up their fucking lighters. Anyway, he later made another vulgar remark disparaging the LGBTQ community. Oh, damn, they didn't write that in here. But what he said was, put your lighters up if none of y'all men are sucking dicks in the parking lot or something. So, this is his apology. We'll rate it sincereness 1 to 10. Ready? Social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes, which I will agree with. As a man
in this instance.
As a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBT yada yada community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Triggering. Interesting. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless. I rate it a 5.
I give it a 7.2 from the PR people. DaBaby doesn't give a fuck. He just had to do this because he's losing money.
Like, has he been under a rock this whole time? How did he not know that this was not something to think or say anymore?
I don't think
like he says he just needed education. Just open Twitter. All this shit.
It's a bullshit apology, obviously. DaBaby doesn't give a fuck. It was weird to me that he made those comments, but he did a song with Lil Nas X, who is like...
he did a song with him?
Gay-ass dude. Yeah, he did. It was a remix to...
Didn't he shit on Lil Nas recently? Or is that Lil Uzi? Lil Uzi?
I don't remember.
Someone shat on... Someone was talking shit about Lil Nas's new music video, saying, "Hey, don't bring that shit around here. You'll get fucking. We don't play that gay shit or whatever."
DaBaby was on Panini Remix with Lil Nas X. So you think you do a song with a guy like Lil Nas X, you wouldn't be.
That's why I like Lil Nas. He's like extending the gay olive branch to the black hip hop community, which grows up. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
not knowing or not being informed, and
you're asking the wrong guy because I'm informed.
Yeah, you are. But I think that community was initially like Jay-Z. He admitted that he used to be like a little homophobic, but once he learned that his mom was gay, changed his mind. Like that, I think it's safe to say the hip hop community. Especially,
oh yeah, hip hop community has been pretty homophobic in the past. Yes. Like they come out like you listen to old school rap songs. They're saying like the F word, faggot,
constantly
a lot, and like making fun of.
I say the F word, and then you say it.
Yeah, because I remember saying it earlier in the pod. So I was like, why am I censoring myself? This is an uncensored podcast. But yes, hip hop community. Very insensitive to the gay community in its past. But as we mentioned earlier in the pod, culture's changing. People are becoming more aware of things, and we're trying to be more inclusive with everybody. But there's still a lot of dumb motherfuckers out here and old-minded thinkers. But the people who aren't will progress, and we'll try to teach the world the right ways. That's the episode. Anything else?
No.
Well, get me out of here.
Oh, sorry.
That's the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. We are 2 episodes away from episode 200.
This is 197.
Yes. Make sure you share this episode with your friends, parents, enemies. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Watch us on youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to be in that fantasy league. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Till next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby.
Gotten good at finishing before it fades out.
Thanks.